You don't know where this comes from? Well, today's your lucky day. I'm Jose. Let's talk about the sign of the cross. First, where does this smaller sign of the cross come from? Saint Basil the Great was this bishop in the 300s, and he taught that this sign of the cross came from the original apostles. Yeah, like Peter, James, and John. Other church fathers, like Tertullian and Saint Cyril of Jerusalem, would teach Christians living in the 200s and 300s to make this sign of the cross everywhere, for everything. For example, Tertullian says, in all of our travels and movements, in all of our coming in and going out, in putting on our shoes, at the bath, at the table, in lighting our candles, in lying down, in sitting down, whatever employment occupies us, we mark our foreheads with the sign of the cross. This simple form of the sign of the cross is still done today. Like at Mass before the gospel is proclaimed, parents and godparents use this as a powerful prayer over their child. We even see this at blessing of food, or right before you enter a car or a plane. You can bring this sign of the cross into every aspect of your life. Later on in the 400s, the sign of the cross would be developed into what we are more familiar with today. In the East, they hold these three fingers together to represent the Trinity, and the other two represent that Jesus was fully man and fully God. In the West, we typically use an open palm, for this represents a gesture of blessing. Other styles from other cultures have emerged, but this is where they all have in common. The cross is twofold. It reminds us that God is willing to suffer and die for us, and it also reminds us to be willing to suffer and die for Him and for others. The cross enlightens our mind, our heart, and our actions. The words Father, Son, and Holy Spirit call upon God, the Holy Trinity, and God directs His attention towards us. This simple prayer is more powerful than we can ever imagine. And now you know.